It's Huawei Monet 808 with the dollar sign. Don't act like you don't know. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm coming to you today standing on business talking about Shannon Bowles. I'm going to make this quick. I'm going to try to make it under 30 minutes, baby. Leave Simone alone. She don't need you no more. She don't need you no more. Your only purpose for having her was so that God can make her a star. Huh? I'm going to my favorite blog.
Rejects bio mom's plea to reconcile.
This is my favorite blog. It's reading that article.
Simone Biles has apparently rejected her biological mom's plea for a reconciliation. Shannon Biles wants to reconcile with the Olympic gold medalist. It seems Simone rejected her mom's plea by reminding her followers who her parents are.
Oh.
Simone, 27, won 3 gold medals and a silver medal in gymnastics at the Paris Olympics.
That's right.
She has been posting non-stop on social media since she returned home. In a post on Threads, Simone bragged that her parents bought her an expensive gift. My parents bought me my Hermes bag. Don't be mad at me, be mad at your parents, she wrote. The post referred to her maternal grandfather Ronald Biles and his second wife Nellie Biles. Biles adopted Simone, then 6, and her younger sister, Audria, when Shannon lost custody. Shannon's 2 eldest children, a girl and a boy, were taken in by an aunt. Ronald and Nellie moved with Simone and Audria to Houston, leaving Shannon behind in Columbus, Ohio. Ronald warned Shannon not to interfere in the girls' lives. In an interview with the Daily Mail on Tuesday, Shannon Biles explained how her addiction to drugs and alcohol caused her to lose custody of her children. It took me 6 years before I saw my children again. I was respecting my dad to let the kids transition. I felt that was the best thing for them, Shannon, 52, told DailyMail.com. It was hard to give up my kids, but I had to do what I had to do. I wasn't able to care for them. I was still using, and he didn't want me coming in and out of their lives when I wasn't right. Shannon added, I would like to make amends with Simone personally. I'm just waiting for her and her younger sister, Audria. I speak to Audria more than I speak to Simone.
No, you do.
I would just ask her to forgive me. Can we move forward? Don't judge me on my past. Let's move forward.
And the article ends right there. And I ask you, with a mother who looks like this, does any child of a former junkie dope fiend believe that if their mother came up to them after being missing for 27 years and said that looking like this, what would you think? You would think that this woman wants money. She heard about all the mansions that I have, all of the perks. I'm married to someone else who's also a star, who also has money and perks. I want perks too, says Shannon. Look at me, Simone. I look just like you. I threw an Olympian party for you at the halfway house. I just wanted to show all of my dope fiend girlfriends that you actually are my daughter. I was doing the floor routine in the living room. I told them this is where you learn how to balance on the crack pipe. I mean the beam. Beam me up, Scotty. This is y'all just don't see it. Y'all don't see it when I be doing these twirls, she said. Falls on ass. No, her trainer who assaulted her didn't show her that. She ain't going through nothing. She can't be hurt or nothing. I mean, look how she turned out. I mean, like Simone, ain't nothing wrong with me, aka Whoa Vicky Mama. Ain't nothing wrong with me. What? I ain't did nothing. I said I was sorry. I ain't learned shit from NA or AA. You know why? Because I don't have a sponsor and I didn't go. So therefore, I don't know the NA and AA model of reaching out to someone who I've hurt and expressly naming all the things that I did. Putting a word to everything that you and your sister may have gone through as underage teenagers in the Department of Human Services, which might as well be an Epstein Island for trafficked children. And they know it. I personally seen them put children in pedophiles' homes who have already been documented diddling on other little children. They transfer the child like a Catholic priest to a new home and put a new child in that pedophile's home in less than a week. You want to tell me what your daughter went through under the age of 6 in the Department of Human Services? Shannon, do you know? Do you care? No. Because whatever Simone went through, it couldn't be half as bad as me, the narcissistic dope fiend shouts with her mouth wide open, catching all the flies and dicks. Oops, did I say that? She looked like the nastiest trick on the blade. She will do the most deplorable, demonic shit with animals and everything for the Rock, G7, Fetty Wap, whatever the shit is. Y'all motherfucking dope fiends get into all these shenanigans with these dopes and goofies alike. Let's go to the comments. They're brutal, and I approve every single last one of them. Shannon, I helped, and I helped. Ooh, let me get comfy. Ooh. I already sprayed the essence. The essence of truth, baby. It's the essence of truth. Straight from the motherland it is. Ooh, you better get you some. I don't mess around with none of these perfumes on the market. If they don't come from the United Arab Emirates, I ain't fucking with it. I ain't fucking with it. They know how to make some of the most delicious smelling fragrances that smell like it came from the motherland to do. The motherland. So you know, I gotta spray some essence of smell good, because this post stinks of deplorable dope fiend feet. The article goes on to mention that Shannon's 2 eldest children, a girl and a boy, were taken in by an aunt. And one of those children was indicted for deletion. He got acquitted 2 years later. So see, we know what the children who were left behind with you opportunities were. None. Not with a mama that looked like you. Unfit bitch. See, I don't care about you. I'm 53. And I'm speaking my truth. I too understand Simone. Because when they, after they come from their 55th rehab, and then borrow somebody else's clothes in a halfway house, and they come shuffling their ass up to you. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? No. Because you running your mouth to TMZ talking about why I don't talk to you no more. Running your mouth like diarrhea telling everybody why, for real, you don't like me. See, she ain't going to tell you that part, Simone. And I think that's the part that Simone know. She's ignoring you. And she know that's going to trigger you to show the world who you really are. Just like NA tells you, if you had gone, you would know that this is your prime peak time for triggerment. Is that a word? I made it up. This is your prime peak time to be triggered. Somebody rejected your narcissistic tactics. Somebody rejected you. See, that's why I can't keep clean. She's telling the 85th counselor at the 105th rehab. Nobody listens to me when I tell them that I'm clean. When you be looking the way you look. Hair sticking up, standing up all over the top of your head. It was hard to give up my kids. I had to do what I had to do. Chase that rock in the glass dick. I wasn't able to care for them. I was still using. No shit. No shit. My daddy didn't want me coming in and out of their lives, so he took them. It's his fault, is what she's saying. You better read between the lines with these dope fiends that be coming up to you with they wayward Bobby going pipe dreams. It's over for you, Shannon. The only reason why you were born, Shannon Balls, was to give birth to a superstar. Don't that kill you? That's what make her mad. Oh God, she don't like Simone. Or her younger sister, Adia, whatever her name is. Sorry. You look just like her though. She don't like neither one of them because they escaped her clutches of death. She tried to destroy them just like she did her other two children. Yeah, we heard that your other two children are street kids. 1 foot in and out of the jail they do. And if it wasn't for Simone's, pull, just her name alone, the judge, whether he did it or not, let him out. He gonna do it again. Look at this mama. Look at your mama. Thank God you got away from her. Same thing I used to say. Thank God. Train wreck she was. Always crying. Ain't never get over that postpartum. That's what most of us realize, right? That's why a lot of us was in DHS, because your mother had a mental problem. And she couldn't get over postpartum syndrome. What did she do? Have another baby. Just like Octomom, because it makes you feel good. The high of the extra estrogen or testosterone or whatever it is that you feel when your prego goes away once you drop that baby. That's why so many of you mamas drop the baby and end up harming it, and the child end up either deceased or in DHS. And you end up in jail where you belong. Because you're a mental case, bitch. You up here having babies just so you won't feel lonely. Or just so you can get an extra 0 on your EBT card. You're disgusting to people like me. And Simone, apparently. You suck at being a woman. You don't deserve children. What your father should do is petition the courts to get your womb tied. Because you do not deserve to birth another child at 43. And my spidey senses is telling me that's what you want to do. To prove to the world, just so you can have that high that you like, that most women who have multiple children have. It makes them feel good, and it makes them feel not lonely. The man been and left them. If you ever notice women that have all those kids, most times they don't have no man. And they don't want, I don't need no man. I'm good. I don't know about you, girl. But I did it. You could do it too. Let's go to the best comments. I know I'm under there somewhere. Marlo says Simone's still young. She hasn't lived long enough to get there. Shannon. She may never get there, in parentheses. But I guarantee you it wouldn't be a thought, I'm sure, maybe until her dad or grandpapa and his wife transitions out of here. Why they gotta pass away, Marlo? So go find you something to do, girl, until that time. Abandonment issues are some of the hardest issues to get over, I know from experience. Only difference is I haven't an addiction. My parental figures weren't addicted, he says. That's gotta be hard. You can't force Simone to recounsel with you, he goes on to continue. She has to come to terms with that all on her own. All on her own by herself. You can't go to the media and give all these tell-all recounts and never really tell what you did. You just going to the media saying, I was bad. But it wasn't that bad. Can you tell someone to call on me, TMZ? Yahoo. Beyonce, somebody. Anybody. Probably trying to reach out to her husband through Instagram DM. Can you tell my daughter I said I'm sorry? Sorry for what he'll say. Who are you? Oh, my name's Shannon. I know you don't know me. No, nobody know you. I'm her mother. I did some bad stuff. Long time ago. Marlo got 27 upvotes. And I'm going to give that 28. I like that. I like that. I'm not reading the replies to him. I'm just reading the best comments. If the reply strikes your mama, then maybe. I'm not going into this comment because I don't know about her husband being fake and all of this. Simone's husband, whatever. I'm talking about the mama right now. It is what it is, says, when I tell you, I will never understand the entitlement of drug addicts and alcoholics. I adopted my 2 nieces because my sister was on drugs. Unfortunately, she's still on drugs to this day. When I tell you the guilt I felt from family members insisting that I let my strung the fuck out sister and her kids in my house because I felt sorry for them. I don't have no kids. Ain't it always the moms? So I stand with Simone's dad with not letting his daughter see the girls. You lost that right the day you lost your children and your mom. I threw that in there. And until you've been in that situation, you guys really have no idea how that feels. My girls are now grown women, mothers themselves, and they deal with my sister, their mom, on their own terms now. 22 upvotes. 23. Yep. Says Simone Biles' biological mom should not be given interviews in the first place. That's a private family matter. Then throwing her daddy under the bus, implying that she stayed away only because he told her to. He was probably tired of her asking for money and taking off. Everybody know why you're keeping in contact with your father. I guarantee you, if Simone just had, turned out to be a regular average teenager and went to college or whatever and graduated, even then, she would have been, ooh, that's my daughter. She graduated high school and college. Even then, did my daughter get grant money? All of this. Baby, I'm hot. I'm heated about this subject because I'm a child of at 53 and I still struggle. One of the most monumental lessons I've learned, says a poster called The World, about family and friends, is to let them hold their own trauma and drama on God. We've all learned the hard way with trying to help people who be gone, way be gone, left by the wayside, dreams, hopes and dreams. Now they come crawling up to you, talking about can you help me, because nobody else will. Why? Because they done burnt bridges everywhere they go. You the last stop. You the last hope. If you don't help them, they destitute. Right. See, I'm going to read her response because it seems appropriate. Right. My mom struggled with rejection from family, even though she loved them and would do anything for them. But their jealousy took over her being happily married to my dad, and them thinking that she didn't have problems showed me how ignorant people can be. She passed away from cancer in May, and all of that hurt and cancer ate her up. I don't know what this got to do. I guess she's just talking about trauma and drama. And how rejection from family can cause cancer. Emotional problems. This, that, and the third. It really had nothing to do with the... See, this is why I said I myself reject comments when I'm doing my little celebrity gossip. "100% related," says, now quiet as is kept, in all caps. Ooh, she's starting off on 10, and wrote a thesis paper that I think this one worth reading. Ooh, let me get comfortable. Quiet as is kept. Ooh. If Simone was a bum, her biological mother wouldn't have crawled out of the woodworks to claim her. I've been in Houston for 2 years, and the streets of Houston are filled with many homeless young people. Every day in my office, we have a homeless young black person asking to change their phones or seek shelter during a rainstorm. Charge their phones or seek shelter during a rainstorm. I've never seen so many homeless young black people in my life until I stepped foot in Houston. The mom must be in Houston. And it makes me wonder where their parents are at. You always wonder where their mama is. If Simone was homeless on the streets of Houston, her mom wouldn't be giving her. What? She say her mama wouldn't give her a pot to piss in. Well, her mama ain't got one herself. Let's be honest. But now that Simone has made something of herself, her wretched mama is trying to wiggle her way back into her life. Too late now. Way too late. 18 upwards. I don't recall Simone saying she forgive her mama. Do y'all? This poster said, that ain't my stomach. Maybe it is. Somewhere. Ooh. Lady, she forgive you. Now respect her boundaries. When did Simone forgive her mama? Publicly. I don't recall. Selling the story isn't the right direction to go if she truly wants to reconcile, says Ms. Momma. I don't need to read no more. No more. You a clout chaser, Shannon, and we don't like you. Simone don't like you. And quiet as it's kept, Simone know you don't like her. You just want her money. Simone tells her youngest sister or her older sister, whoever the sister is that look like her, that got taken in by the grandparents like her, don't talk to mommy too much. Don't talk to her too much. Don't tell her nothing. Because see, the only reason why she talking to the youngest sister so much is because she trying to get information on Simone. She don't care about neither one of y'all. She want money. She want her next fix. She want to gaslight somebody. She want to tell her tall tale on the Trail of Tears, which is the blade, how everybody disrespects her, how her kids hate her, how her dad ain't shit. He's stopping her from seeing her multi-millionaire talented daughter. Everybody can see where she got her looks from. Everybody can see where she got her moves from. Look at me, look at me, look at me, clout chasing bitch, unfit mama. The kids that you didn't get your dad to take end up just like you. So nobody cares. My PSA for any child out there that's stuck in the Department of Human Services because your mama don't give a fuck about you. You don't know who your daddy is. He a dope fiend and a drunk and a druggie and a nobody. I'm here to tell you, God got his hand on you just like he had his hand on Simone and just like he had his hand on your old ass mama. Why wait, Mona? He made me a success even though they wanted me deceased. I said he made me a success when my own family wanted me deceased. And would go around even to jobs that I left, that I gave no fucks about, that I shitted on, and would tell them all kind of why be going stories about why they hate me as a daughter. I heard all about it. That's how desperate some of them are to defame your name and take your fame and your money for themselves, you know. They ain't getting no money. Don't nobody like them know where they go. Not even if they dope fiends, they get beat up for their dope. If she tricking for that dope, they snatch the pussy and don't give her the money. She a sorry ass prostitute. that don't make no money. All she do is pop out babies for extra zeros on her EBT card, and she a sorry bitch at that, because when the throes of her addiction, she forgets to update her information every 6 months, when you gotta check in and report. She even lost the EBT card. What the fuck? This bitch is a nobody. She can't even maintain a Section 8 house for all her kids. Yeah, she want to cry for, somebody need to forgive her. And NA and AA that she didn't go to tells you that you need to go specifically to your kids who you wronged, and tell them that that they've been through something. Not like my dope fiend daddy gonna tell me, you ain't been through nothing. Look at your eyes, they all bright and shiny and stuff. They ain't clouded full of dope like mine. A 35-year-old man telling his 16-year-old daughter that. A dope fiend. A nobody. Baby, you gonna leave these people behind in the dust, and guess what? When you my age, you gonna be successful, and guess what they gonna be? Bust downs, dope fiends, on the blade. I see them. You see them in Zombieland, Kensington, and Allegheny all the time. 80-year-old women sucking dick in the alley. And now that Zombieland has its own reality show, you ask them, why, they go up to them and, where are your kids? I don't know. They're better off without me. Do you want? No. I just want to know where your kids at. Baby going. Why be going? Go away, Shannon. I want you to know, kids at DHS, that your parents are trash. Don't you ever forget it. I don't care if they go into Christianity, Buddha, Islam. I don't care if they end up starting their own business and have a multi-million-dollar mansion with a jet runway in the backyard. They ain't never gonna be shit for what they did to you. For their inaction and blaming everybody around them for what happened to you as a child. Who do you get to blame? Simone Mom is basically saying, don't blame me, it wasn't my fault. I was a dope fiend, cokehead, prostitute, and I still am. It ain't my fault, it's my dad's fault for taking my 2 kids that's now prosperous and successful away from me. I wanted to ruin their lives like mine was ruined. That's how your biological parents think about you. Don't you ever go look for them. And if by any chance they come back and pick you up like a Christmas present, however long it takes for them to find you if you're not deceased, or so mentally deranged behind what done happened to you, you can't enter society again. If you ever find yourself on the opposite end of DHS under the care of your biological parent that threw you in the trash and came back to pick you up like it's New Year's Day, leave them. Run away. I tell you every time, and I'm glad I did. Did I run into pitfalls? Did things happen to me because I didn't have parents to show me the way? Yeah, they did. But you know what they showed me too? That these are the individuals that I'm going to run up against in corporate, in the street, in the club, in the bar. It don't matter. On the strip club, on the pole, in the White House, it don't matter. Those entities, those bust down, YB going, Bobby Bones, the Wamba beast bitches that don't care about nobody but they self. These are the entities that you're going to have to navigate around your entire life. Because what they don't know is they put a curse on you. See, they love talking about witchcraft and this, that, and the third, and talking in tongues, speaking in tongues, laying hands on people with synthetic wigs on their head. Temple prayed over 55-inch Indian Malaysian weave in their head, trying to lay hands on you. 4X. They are a 4X. And if they're not, they're 00. You know what they're doing. Addictions, their own damn selves they got. Talking about somebody got witchcraft over there on their life when all they do is practice witchcraft by heaping curses on yours. That's the only reason why they want you back. Another zero. Look, I got my daughter back, DHS. Welfare. Can I get that food stamp card back with the cash on it? Can I get a free apartment or a house or townhome? See, I got my kids back. She only want to use you. And if she can't use you, then she gonna curse you. Talk about all your indiscretions, laugh at you, this is and the third. All the while, she's still a prostitute. I said she's still a prostitute. You know how many Christian prostitutes I know? Literal Christian prostitutes. I knew one girl was an actual stripper. But she was in the choir. She sang like Jennifer Hudson. But Saturday night, she's stripping on a pole. Sunday morning, 9 o'clock, bright and early. She don't miss Bible study either. 8 o'clock. Front row. Jump up there, be singing all the leads. And all the songs. It's all. I don't trust you, junkies. I don't care if you did get your life together. I don't care if God and all his heavenly angels touched you at a TD Jakes concert. Imagine that. Imagine that. And a lot of y'all like those fugazi ass pastors too, don't y'all? Because you ain't had no daddies. I'm reading you for filth. I know why you did what you did. You're jealous. You're nobody. And somewhere along the line, someone told you, that little girl Simone, she look like she gonna be somebody. I just don't know. Something about her. And what happened? Shannon got jealous. Because she started having kids at 12. Sound familiar? Beat down, bust down whores. She started having kids at 12. She didn't give a damn about none of them. Everybody always told her kids looked like they would be successful. Nobody ever told her that. I ain't gonna ruin their lives. I know women that literally ruin their children's lives because they got a prophecy from a seer that their child was going to be somebody. And I ain't talking about just one woman. And I ain't just talking about how it happened to me. I'm talking about, I know several women whose mothers cursed them because they were jealous that nobody ever told them in church that they would ever be anybody. Nobody ever walked up to them when they didn't have any money and were childless and gave them money. But now that they have this beautiful child and they're walking down the street with it or in a stroller, strangers come up to you and throw money in your child's stroller. Ain't nobody never do that for me, she said. Why wasn't I considered special? I'm special too. I'm special too, she says. I hate these kids. I have talked to women. And I prayed when I left for the kids. And I looked at her like she was trash. Woman gonna come up to me. Oh, girl, you just look like your life's so easy. Ain't that how all the Wamba Beast bitches are when they come up to you because they didn't graduate high school? They dropped out in the 6th grade. Every little thing that came along that was in the form of a teeny bit of opposition, it broke them down. So now they want to run up to a woman. See, you know what fucks me up about them? They have intuition. Those dope fiends. It's something about the drugs that opens up their third eye. They have intuition. They just don't use it for the right thing. They know as drug addicts, Shaitan, the devil, has a window to come in when you using all those psychedelics and whisper it in their ear. Your daughter gonna be somebody. Ain't it a shame that ain't nobody never told you could be somebody, Shannon, and beat down, bust down mamas like her? You ain't nobody, mama. You ain't a real woman. A trans woman is more woman than you. She got more maternal instinct. I said a trans woman, got more maternal instinct than you. You deadbeat bitch. I don't like you. And I'm going to bid on you till you pass away. You don't deserve life. Now, if you're a dog, just tell me you're a dog. Because just like I told y'all in another analogy, maybe in another video, I think it was this one, how my dog gave birth to Lucky and walked away, jumped out of the box and would not interact with him. Just because she had a puppy don't make her a mother. Don't you ever forget that, Simone. Your mom's a female dog that jumped out of the crate and left you to go pick up a bone out of the yard, and she never came back. This is Monet Wild Way. Wild Way Monet 808. I got so many social media sites. There's always a form of my name and what I'm feeling at the time. You ain't gotta like this video. What I notice now, and this is the era of my life where I'm speaking. When I first started this account, I used to get, comments all the time. It don't matter to me no more, though, because God said, what I'm feeling is I'm vocalizing this for a young lady or a grown woman who still hasn't found her voice, who still hasn't found herself, who still is lacking self-esteem. I'm speaking for you. This is for you. Follow me, 1%, who I made this video for. This is for you.